from Functional Flex, we're in the Strength Cave. You guys, we're gonna talk today about what's the better option for you when it comes to your training. What's gonna be the best tool to use? Is it the dumbbell or is it the barbell?
Functional Flex training.
What's gonna be the best tool to use? Is it the dumbbell or is it the barbell? Is it a combination of the two? What's gonna be the benefit of doing either and or? Okay, so you guys, if you don't know what a dumbbell is, I don't know what the hell you're doing watching this video, but a dumbbell is gonna be a single arm, unilateral kind of movement that you can hold on to, and you're gonna have total freedom of movement. You can move it in any which direction, and this arm can do something totally opposite because you have two different dumbbells. Barbells, on the other hand, one solid piece, weights at each side. You cannot dictate movement on any side without influencing the other side of the body at the same time. So those are gonna be the two different things. Obviously, barbell's fixed, can't change it. Dumbbells can move in any direction. You can do a lot of different things with them. So what is the best exercises and what is the best tools to be using? It depends on what your goals are, any compensatory patterns you may have, any injuries, things like that. Now, what I mean by that, you guys, if you have one side that is extremely over dominant. Let's say you have an injury on one side of the body, it's causing you to shift over to one side or the other. In the squat or the deadlift, you notice that you're shifting, you're working one side too much, you can't feel one side activating. Dumbbells are going to be your best fucking friend at that point because the barbell is going to always influence you motion into the same side, if that makes sense. If we have a dumbbell, we can isolate certain areas, we can work on one side of the body at the time a lot more unilaterally than we can if we have a barbell. Let's use, for example, the deadlift. If you have one side of your body that's over dominant, you're gonna find yourself pulling towards one side as you do the deadlift. So you could be leaning over, you could be shifting over, you might not feel it the same in your back or your glutes or your hamstrings as you do on one side or the other. If you switch that to a unilateral exercise with a dumbbell, where you're doing one leg, single leg deadlifts with a dumbbell, you're going to be able to isolate each side evenly as opposed to constantly training in the bad pattern, if that makes sense. You guys, that's gonna be the benefit there from the difference between dumbbells and barbells. If you're going for absolute muscle symmetry, absolute muscle kind of balance, dumbbell is always going to be the king because you're always going to be training each side evenly. On a barbell, naturally you're going to train one side more than the other because humans have a dominant side over the other when it comes to our strength. The only way to correct that balance is through doing unilateral dumbbell training. So they each have their benefit, especially when it comes to compound exercises. It is very hard to do a back squat with dumbbells. You can't really do it in the first place. You're going to have to do a front squat, etc. So the weight that you can back squat is obviously going to be more than you can hold in dumbbells in your front squat. So there is a place for both. You want to do heavy compound movements, I would say, with barbells, things like deadlifts, things like squats, things like bench press and rows, etc. Speculating you don't have any major movements or compensatory patterns that are bugging you. And with your dumbbells, that's when you do the fine tuning. That's when you do the shaping, the proportion, and the isolation of the muscles is going to be with the dumbbell. Combination of these two together is going to work nice and fine and mesh it in, so you're going to be strong, you're going to have a good base, you're going to be able to move some weight, and also you're going to be able to shape it, tone it, bring it through, define it, whatever you want to call it. You guys, we got all these different fucking words for this shit. You're going to bring it through, you're going to have the balance and the symmetry and the proportion with the strength. That's the golden ticket right there, you guys, for 95% of you out there watching this right now. So dumbbells, barbells, not really any better than each other. Depends on the person, depends on what's going on with the body, how the mechanics look, and also what you're trying to achieve. Coach Ryan is out.